Hey guys, thank you for tuning back to the channel. Appreciate it. Try to subscribe, please, so that I can continue to create these videos and bring this discussion to you guys, so that you guys can share and understand what's going on globally and also in specific locations. So today we're going to talk about Nigerian president. Um, this is an issue that is kind of critical. I saw this news article on This Day newspaper on your website. The issue, first of all, look, he made this statement that Nigerians in diaspora, as you can see, Nigerian diaspora will inspire younger generation. Okay, and this was when he was receiving some high commission people from the embassy from I think Canada, Sierra Leone, and the Vatican, and a couple other places like that. Okay, the problem with this is the timing of this statement, because this is a time that we know, for instance, in the United States, that there is a lot of deportation going on, and for for what it's worth, it's kind of really it's kind of really not a normal situation right now in terms of migrating to places like that. So the reason I picked this article out is that when it says report of Nigerians in diaspora would inspire younger generation. I think main thing is trying to find out that Nigerians that go abroad, say for instance to the US, and become successful, and they will somehow become like, look at me, I've done well, I'm doing great. How would that inspire people, younger generation in Nigeria? If you ask me, there's only one way to do that, and there's only one outcome that will come out of it, right? Because if you're inspiring people, younger generation in Nigeria, what your inspiration is for them to come to where you are, and see, you're basically telling them to use the local slang they use over in the Jakpa. You want these younger people to leave the country, because if they look at the people that have left the country and went over to this location, and now they're doing well, I mean, common sense and logic will tell you, if I go there, I will do well too. So their interest is not in their local vicinity. They're not interested in staying back in their country. They want to go overseas by all means necessary. That's what this information that you're putting out is really conveying to the people that read between the lines, right? Because in that situation, when they look around them, there's nothing here that will allow them to achieve the kind of success people over there are achieving, if that's even the case, because that's a whole different story. Are people really achieving the kind of thing that you're referring to? People overseas are barely surviving. But let's just say, for the sake of social media and all this stuff, people are, trying to prove what they're not, and they're putting images and stories and whatever out that you claim to be a success story, and this younger generation here that have less than that are now saying, hey, if I go overseas too, I'm going to be this and this, which is far from the actual reality. Okay, so to me, it's the wrong information to put out there, in my opinion, because the information we should put out there should be, I actually think it should be the reverse of that information, which is younger generation in Nigeria becoming successful in Nigeria. They're doing well in their own country, will inspire diaspora and people that are overseas to come back home and contribute. You see? So by you saying the other way around, that people overseas being successful inspire younger Nigerians to do what? It is the responsibility of the government to create the enabling environment, to build institutions, to build infrastructure, so that to build a system that allow people to prosper and grow, and be able to invest and be able to make something out of their life. This country that you people are running to, or you claiming to be the point of reference, were built by people in those countries. They did not come to Nigeria and say, you don't hear their president saying, depending on how successful our people are in Nigeria, it will inspire the youth here in America. Have you heard any American president say that? No. But what they say is about investing and growing their own economy, just like Donald Trump is doing right now. He's investing, he's interested in American first, built here, basically wanting everybody else to go back to where they came from. Okay? So don't be sending this message that we're sending, that abroad our inspiration has to come from abroad. It's the wrong message to send, in my opinion. It does not help anything. It's saying that you abdicating your ability and abdicating your responsibility, and you're giving up on your responsibility to do what you need to do in the country to allow people to stay here. Those high commissions, the ambassadors and the representative of this country that are coming here and touting their relationship and how Nigerians in their country are doing well. They said nothing about how, say for instance, Canadians or Sierra Leoneans are doing well in Nigeria. They said nothing about that. They said nothing about that. Those people there should be talking about how to invest in Nigeria, so that people in Nigeria can also be able to reap the benefit and build a society that is comparable to their own society, if not better. We have the resources. We have all we need to be able to do that. So why are we using our reference point to be outside of the country, not ourselves? Why are we hoping that the people that have left the country will be the shining beacon whereby the youth back at home will look at and say, look at that should be my goal, to leave the country and go somewhere. No, our goal should be to build this country, to build the Nigerian nation that you are in, to grow it and make it that so the youth in that country will actually be the shining beacon. They will actually be the reference point whereby people overseas, including diaspora, will say, they're doing great in Nigeria, maybe I should come back. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to point that out so that you guys understand that I'm not sure, what we're doing, and there's a lot of opportunities that can be created and made available to a lot of people in the country Nigeria, but for one reason or another, it's impossible to get access to those opportunities unless there's something, something that somebody else does not know. Okay, we need rather to create a system that is based on merit. You go to many agencies today, many federal agencies, try to look for, or even companies, you rarely find advertisement for openings. So there's a lot of things that we should focus on in the country locally instead of looking overseas. Anyway, I don't want to make the video too long. I appreciate you. Subscribe, share the video. We have more to talk about. Wherever the news goes, I'll give you guys my 2 cents about it. And I'll always point out what I consider to be to be, I guess, to actually be contrary to common sense. And I will always, apply logic to what I say so that you guys can understand, the flip side of that, you know, and that's basically my point, to show you other options, to show you, the side that we have not talked about, the lines that we have not considered, to show you the message in between the lines, to tell you the other side of the story, okay, instead of focusing on one side of the story. So like this article was focusing on one part, and in my opinion, the less helpful part. Okay, all right, thanks for listening, appreciate it, take care, bye.